This is Sandy Marrero with Western Marketing. Today we are we're gonna give you a nice treat with National General's benefits. So we're gonna have Andy Larson, the regional sales director for the Midwest for National General. He's gonna give us some hint of how to process applications and how to explain the product to your customers. Again, thank you very much for joining us today. A few of questions. If you have any questions regarding anything that is going on, please wait until the end of the presentation so we can address those individually. And without further ado, Andy, go ahead.
Thanks, Sandy. And just give Sandy a quick shout out. Sandy's one of my favorite people in this business to work with. So if you're not close enough to Sandy yet, I'd encourage you to do so. I want to thank him for bringing us on today. Yeah, so we're at 2022, right? So we're past enrollment. Give yourselves a round of applause for surviving another enrollment period, whether it's the under, the over 65 season. And now that the dust has settled, let's look ahead. And with National General, you know, we have the intention to let you to understand what our objectives are for 2022, and that continues on with providing year-round solutions in the individual space to complement any market condition. But in reality, though, let agents know that our solutions are for clients from cradle to grave. So you have something to work with from National General, from someone who's 60 days old up into their senior years, and that's what our hope is here today. So what you can expect, this is going to be very high level. I want to make sure we make good use of your time, and then more or less just get you to kind of get a preview of what we have, and maybe this is a refresher for some of you if you've been with us or written with us in the past, but are, you know, hey, let's see what Nat Gen's got going on. I'd encourage you to just take into account just high level what we're going to talk about today, and come up with some questions of your own, or come up with a couple of nuggets that you take away and say, hey, I want to know more about this. We're going to review what's available to you in the under 65 market and where we see it play. The senior market, we have some exciting things coming up with our Medicare Supplement product and some new products on the ancillary side. But once you understand this, I want to give you a review of how to go to market and your tools and systems that you have, how to get in, and then the capabilities that you have. And then along the way, we're going to introduce you to your Nat Gen sales team that is here to complement the Western Marketing sales team as well. And if there's any questions, as Sandy mentioned, we'll get to those at the end. So without further ado, let's get into the under 65 market. Now, if you've been working with us in the past, maybe you came to us because you wanted to write short-term medical with National General. Now, as the ACA market has changed over the course of the year, and we've 21, and we've seen a rise in ACA sales, I want us to dispel the misconception that might be out there that short-term medical died. And quite frankly, short-term medical has not died. It's business as usual, especially right now outside of open enrollment. If your client does not have a special enrollment, short-term medical is the best plan to get your client from today through the next enrollment period for 2023 coverage. Now, there's many different reasons why you'd write short-term medical, but again, keep in mind that short-term medical is not guaranteed issue. It does not cover for pre-existing conditions. So understanding who your right client is, whether it's someone looking to fill a gap or they're looking to have a cost-effective alternative to ACA because they don't qualify for any level of subsidy. But for those that are interested in short-term medical or have that need, you have the ability in most markets to write up to 3 years of short-term medical with a broad PPO network through the Aetna Open Choice. And with our product, we have savings packages up to 40% between our preferred rates and our single pay discount. It can be one or the other or both. And at the end of the day, you can also earn additional commissions by doing multi-product sales on one application and one bill for your client when it comes to supplementing their coverage to offset out-of-pocket exposure. So short-term medical, business as usual, plans up to 36 months where available. We'll show you where to find some guides to help you understand what's available in your market. But at the end of the day, short-term medical market is still as strong as ever, but there's other considerations in the market that we have to take into account for. We'll talk about that here in a second. Secondly, on the supplemental side, individual supplemental, National General offers a broad suite of supplemental products. On the guaranteed issue side, we just launched a new dental suite of products called our Select Dental PPO. The Select Dental PPO has day one coverage for basic and major services, 25% day one, no waiting period, and increasing benefits for year two. So that plan has been very well received, especially through the enrollment period. Also has a vision rider available with that. The network is Aetna Dental Signatures Network, which is broad nationwide. And we've also launched a copay dental plan, which offers your client a predictable spend when they go to the dentist. So instead of if they have like a filling or they have a crown or what have you, instead of paying 80% or 50% of, or having 50% or 80% coverage of that particular basic or major service, the copay dental just simply requires the client to pay a fixed $50 or $250 copay dependent upon basic or major service. So it offers a very predictable spend for your client and makes it easy for them to understand. And from there, they can budget their money, especially if they have a lot of ongoing dental work. But when you look at the other part of the guarantee issue, our accident plans, Plan Enhancer is a very, very popular product amongst the agent community. It's an accident medical expense. So we continue on with those products. But with the guarantee issue, that might just make the conversation easier with your clients in terms of not having to go through the underwriting process. But that being said, some of our next popular products are going to be cancer, heart attack, and stroke, and then our critical illness product. Those are underwritten. There's about 4 or 5 questions for each product, so very simplified. It's yes or no, accept or decline. But if you're writing short-term medical or any sort of underwritten plan, if your client qualifies for those products, they'll likely qualify for these. And the cancer, heart, stroke is a product that we've been talking about a lot, just because cancer and heart attacks and stroke make up about 80% of all critical illness events. And these products are woefully undersold based upon the percentage of occurrence that you might see with these different events. So I would encourage you to learn more about the cancer, heart, stroke, especially if you are not selling it today. And then our indemnity suite. One product to highlight is a hospital expense. We've recently revamped our hospital expense, and there are more markets to be released. But if you see a market where you have hospital expense plus, Hospital Expense Plus has souped up benefits for the hospital, but also one thing to consider if you're in a rural area, there is a $25,000 benefit for air ambulance. That that's one piece of the puzzle that can help your client offset in the event that they have to be airlifted to a hospital due to a catastrophic event or a critical illness or a cancer, heart, stroke event. Also, we offer a simplified term life plan, yes or no, accept, decline, anywhere from $10,000 up to $100,000 in coverage, no paramed exam required. So all sorts of different options with National General. Again, there's a lot here. So I would encourage you to take a look at this, choose your flavor. What do you want to learn more about? And then between Sandy's team and our teams, we can help you understand that. So how do I write supplemental? And there's misconceptions here that, well, I can only write supplemental with Nat Gen short-term medical. Well, that's true, you can, and it's on one application, single bill, pick, click, and go, very, very simplified. So all you're doing is checking the box as you do your short-term medical enrollment. But you can also sell these standalone. And right now is a great time to review if you wrote a lot of ACA plans, that you can go back and talk about supplemental to those clients. List bill, we offer a list bill option where you can sell supplemental plans on an individual basis to an employer or non-employer group of 2 or more. So therefore, you can really expand your reach of individual products by leveraging your group employers. And again, remember, if you are a under 65 and an over 65 agent, that you could, if you have a relationship with a business that has 15, 20 employees, you can go in and get all their individual business on a list bill with some voluntary type products. Those clients eventually will turn 65 as well, and that's a great breeding ground for you to gain individual clients. But if you're writing ACA, what's new this year is that, and was new late in 21, was that National General, based upon how our quoting software is built, has allowed agents to quote and enroll their favorite ACA carrier within our portal. So not only can you write short-term medical and supplemental, but you can write your favorite ACA carrier that you have a contract with right inside the portal. And with this, it's not getting contracted with National General by any stretch. It's your existing relationships. We're just providing you a means to quote and enroll within our system. Now, why would we want to do that? Because most systems out in the market that might have enrollment for ACA, they don't allow you to sell a cross-sell supplemental. And so with the ARPA subsidies providing more money in the market and more subsidy dollars that are freed up for clients, they're paying, in some cases, paying $30 to $100 less, and some families are paying $1,000 less than last year. That creates a perfect opportunity for you to cross-sell accident, dental, a critical illness plan. And with this system and coverage builder, you can now do an ACA plan on a enhanced direct enrollment experience, similar to like a Health Sherpa, multiple products including ACA on a single enrollment, and by adding perhaps a dental and an accident plan, a combined sale for potentially an extra $50 per month, that can earn you an extra $300 to $500 in commission per ACA sale. So if we're looking at our ACA business is growing and our short-term medical business is shrinking, but we're also seeing maybe our commissions shrink on that front as well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to explore your cross-sell and sell more supplemental, especially as those ARPA dollars last in the market. So that's a preview of the under 65 side. In addition to Western Marketing, Sherry Blackwood on our team is our under 65 sales manager. Sherry is internal, so she's on the phone all day, every day, helping agents troubleshoot. So please be sure to contact Sherry, and if you have any additional questions, as she's here to support Western Marketing and you as well as an extension. In the senior market, our Medicare Supplement, we are coming out with some really exciting discounts for April 1st effective dates in select markets. First and foremost, these discounts can be stackable up to 25%, which in a lot of markets is going to put us in the either take us from the top 10 to the top 5, or in some cases make us the most attractive. One discount can apply, all discounts can apply, but at the end of the day, our roommate discount of 7% continues on. But if there's another person in the same residence that applies for Medsup at the same time, that discount increases from 7% to 10% per person. So that's there's a 3% dual applicant discount that applies. In addition, if your client can pay for their premium all up front at the time of application, they get a 10% discount on their premium. So that can save some $200 premium, that's going to save them $20 a month. $100 premium, that's $10 a month. And in the parity between Medicare supplement rates, that might be the difference maker for your client. And lastly, what we're also doing is allowing clients to hook up to National General through an activity tracker, such as an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, a Garmin watch. If they do so, that's a 5% discount. We're seeing seniors start to take more control of their health and utilize those wearables, and especially if they're involved in like an active and fit program, which we offer with our Medsup, or like a silver sneakers type of thing. That is something that the seniors are starting to utilize as well. Also, preferred select rating class, so that's going to be a new rating class if the client can fit a different build chart, a different column in the build chart that you see on the right. And then in the last 5 years, they have not been prescribed for or recommended for any medication for depression. So that will provide even further savings for your clients on top of those discounts with Nat Gen. So available in 4.1 are the green states. The blue states we're probably or likely still awaiting some sort of an approval. Orange states approvals seem to be imminent. But at the end of the day, when you look at some focus states, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, Oklahoma, the Southeast, Indiana is looking really good for us, and Kentucky and Ohio. Those are just some of the few states that we're very excited about. Some of the discounts may not apply in some markets, so the system will let you know what's available and what's not. But at the end of the day, again, these are our standard rates are going to be putting us in competition with what we call the tier 1 carriers and some of the tier 2 carriers. But as you impact these rates into the consideration, then we are going to be looking as a very, very competitive offer for your Medsup clients. But Medsup's not all we do. We also launched a senior DVH product, again, similar to our under 65 select dental, no waiting period on basic and major services, implant coverage and denture coverage on levels 2 and 3. A hearing benefit is included, and the networks for the dental and the vision rider are the same as the under 65. Now, this is a age 55 plus, so if you have clients that are approaching Medicare, or maybe it's more appropriate that they have implants and denture coverage versus orthodontia up to age 18, which is on the under 65 dental. This might be a good transition for them. They can keep this plan until they're 85, 90 years old. And then also new to the portfolio in the last 6 months is our senior indemnity product. Senior indemnity, there's 2 different plans. Our base plans are going to be for the type of client that might be looking to supplement a Med Advantage or a Medsup plan, where it's going to be like your traditional type of hospital income or hospital expense plan. But where we see a niche here or an opportunity is on our max plans. And the max plans offer a richer benefit and offer more benefits on the doctor visit side and lab and x-ray side and skilled nursing side. And what we find with these max plans, if ask yourself if you've ever had a client that missed their enrollment, and they turned 65, but they are locked out because they missed their enrollment into Part B. They can't get on a Medsup plan. They got to go through that window to apply in January to get onto Medsup in July. Well, we hear from agents we talk about this product. A lot of agents will say, yeah, I just talked to somebody last week. Or maybe it's somebody that recently immigrated to the United States and they don't have enough credits to qualify for Medicare. So therefore, it's a matter of those who are locked out of age 65, locked out of Medicare, but ACA may not be an alternative for them based upon cost factors. The National General Senior Indemnity Max plans are going to offer a great way for those clients to get first dollar coverage to offset hospitalization, doctor visits up to a certain dollar amount. To tie it all together, we do have a bonus that's still going on. It was just extended to the end of March, so you have 2 more months to qualify. If you sell 3 Medsup plans in a single month, that gets you in the door. If it's an underwritten plan, it's a $200 bonus, no limits. It goes back to policy 1. If it's a birthday or anniversary rule, maybe you're in Missouri or California or Oregon, it's $150 for anniversary or birthday rule. So that once you sell 3, that gets you in the door to qualify for the bonus, goes back to policy 1. There are no limits. So that's for February. And then once March hits, you sell 3 policies in March, that gets you in the door for March as well. So a great way to earn some cash. And if you add a DVH plan to this your Medsup with Nat Gen, you're going to get an extra $50 bonus. So with that being said, if you write an underwritten plan, that's a $250 bonus for that particular sale once you hit 3. So a great way to earn some cash here for the first quarter above and beyond your commissions. And if you have any additional questions if you can't get a hold of your Western marketing representative, Chris Neek is our regional sales manager for senior products, works in the same capacity as Sherry to help you troubleshoot and understand your systems and give you product ideas and sales tips. So that's a review of what we got going on from the product side. As a refresher, Sandy asked, hey, you know what, we need to help agents understand National General. If it's been a while, how do they go about getting a quote? As an agent, product is, if you've been in this business long enough, product is pretty well self-explanatory, except for maybe a few nuances here or there. You have an understanding of the general concept of product, but then it comes down to how to quote and enroll. What is the process? This sounds great, but how do I go about signing up my client? Well, first and foremost, when you get contracted, it's important to know that your back office is your home base. Okay, in your back office, this is what you will see when you log in. You'll have your dashboard, which you can see all your customers, policies. If there's any pending applications, you'll be able to find that here on that dashboard at the top. You'll be able to find guides. So for example, there are links to the short-term medical state restrictions. Will tell you what the minimum or maximum term length is going to be in that market, and then what the rewrite rules might be. We'll also tell you if one of the supplemental plans or the senior indemnity or what have you, if any of those products are available in your market. Not all products are available in every market, so you might have to customize based upon what zip code you're quoting. Also user guides. So for the client portal, mynatgen.com, there's a user guide there, agent guide that gives you some guidelines and just some quick reference questions, et cetera, et cetera. Back office will also tell you if you have clients that are terminating, if they have payments past due, if there are any issues or what have you, you'll be able to search right on the back office homepage to see all those alerts and be able to manage your clients that might need or might require immediate attention. But when we get into this and we get past all this good stuff here in resources, lastly, another resource, you can appoint an agent through this process as well if you have downline. But then where we get past these resources, this is where you're going to want to quote and enroll for your go to quote and enroll either your individual under 65 business or your senior business. So if I click on the quote individual, that's going to take me to Coverage Builder. And here's Coverage Builder. This is our under 65 platform. You simply enter in a zip code to get a quote started. Put in your demographic information. Tobacco usage and prior medical coverage are some of the precursors for preferred rates for short-term medical. You can go out 45 days on the effective date. We'll tell you if you miss anything. And then you do have the ability in this system to create some preset packages. So if you're selling just supplemental, say you want to sell supplemental bundles, the package will show up here. So you'll see here there's a guaranteed issue package for that accident and dental that we discussed. That might be a good precursor for ACA plans. This, based on how this is set up, the price isn't populating, but you'll be able to just click and go. But if you want to bypass all this, click See All Plans. And now you have all the different plan designs or plans available in that particular market. So you'll see here, effective date 3/1. Short-term medical, you can choose your payment method to get that single pay discount. You can choose your term length. Renewal options, up to 36 months. And then you'll be able to proceed with the standard rate or the preferred rate. Now, if you are looking to add a product to the cart, you can proceed with the preferred rate, but this will ask you the preferred questionnaire. So you read through these questions with your client. If they can answer favorably to all of these, you simply check the yes, click update, and that will add the then now you can add that proceed standard or proceed preferred quote to the shopping cart. Now, if you wanted to add your dental plan, we're going to look at our Select Dental Prime. If you combine the dental product with any other Nat Gen product, it is a 10% discount on the dental premium as well. And maybe we want to add an accident plan. We're going to add a $10,000 accident medical expense plan. Add that to the cart. Now we got our bundled sale. One bank draft for your client, one application. You click enroll to do the application, or you click proposal to send the quote to the client to apply online. But if short-term medical is not the flavor, you can simply look at a package of dental and accident medical expense, or if you want to do your ACA enrollment, you click on Health on Exchange, And now you have all the carriers that are available in this market. So there's 102 plans here that are available based on all 4 carriers that are in this Omaha, Nebraska market. So you can look at this and say, all right, well, what's my one household? My household income is $40,000. We're going to click update. We're going to estimate the subsidy, and this is going to be within $1 or $2 of what the actual subsidy applied for will be. So you'll see here now we have the subsidized rate. If we want to look at this first plan, we're going to put that into the cart. It'll tell you that this is the plan, bronze HMO. Estimated subsidy applied is $350. So now the estimated monthly due is at $350, or excuse me, the ACA plan. If you look at the details here, nope, not populating the details, but if you look at the $92.78 plus the accident and the dental, client's monthly payment is $157 per month. Now the premium for the ACA ultimately goes to the ACA carrier, but the Nat Gen premium will be bundled and sent to National General. You can either send proposal for your client to apply online and go through the enhanced direct enrollment process, or you can control the experience by clicking enroll, and that will take you through the enhanced direct enrollment experience once you're registered, and then it'll bring you back to finish the application with the supplemental products. So threw a fire hose into the well and filled it up really fast on this, but we can spend time with you on it to help you use this how you like to use it and for what products. Now, if we go back to that page where we were looking at the senior products, or we wanted to quote senior, you'll come to Enroll Nat Gen, which is our senior platform. Now you'll see that this kind of looks and smells more like the agent back office. And that's by design, and I think by over time you'll see that on the under 65 side as well. But if I want to look at how we can apply some of those discounts that we discussed, we're going to go through the process here. And again, when we look at systems and process, our rates are going to be available under CSG as well, and these discounts are implemented into CSG. But this is our experience, our controlled experience that we have with Enroll Nat Gen. Not MACRA eligible, 5'4", say this person's 120 pounds, they never smoke. In the last 5 years, has medication been described or recommended for depression? No. They're eligible for our preferred select rates at this point. So now you see that we have plan A, G, and N because F isn't available. This client's not MACRA eligible. So our preferred select rate for that client is $109. But now we have some more discounts to calculate. In the last 12 months, are they looking at the household discount? If they have someone in the house that's 50 years of age or older, click yes. But now that prompts a question for dual household discount. Do they have or currently applying for Medicare Supplement policy with the National Health Insurance Company? So this is going to be if someone else is applying. You'll see on the side here, if let's just say John Smith is your applicant, but Mary Smith is applying as well, eligible for the household dual household income, so discount. So now that discount goes from 7 to 10% on the household discount. Are they willing to attach with an activity tracker? Yes. Mr. or Miss Client, do you have the ability to pay for your premium all up front in 1 year? We go annual premium. See, now it'll tell you all your discounts that are applied. We're going to click Get Quotes. And now our premium was $109 for Plan G. So with all the discounts, remember now we're going an annual payment. That $1,007 annual payment is going to add up to, or divide out to, hold on, my mental math here on a Friday here. Get my calculator out. $83. So you go from a $109 rate with all the discounts applied. Now that rate is effectively $83 per month, paid all up front. That's a great deal for the client. Very significant savings. That's about $24 in savings for that particular client alone. So we add that. We're going to add Plan G to the cart, but it'll tell you discounts related to your cart. Save 10% on DVH. So you're going to see plans. And with our DVH, there's a preferred discount here as well. Have you had a filling, crown, root canal, or implant in the last 12 months? Chances are no. Perhaps with COVID, not a lot of people are going to the dentist. But with our DVH, our level 1 can be as low as $16 per month. And then on our level 3, which has the 25% day 1 for major, and then also has implant and denture coverage up to 46. But we have that preferred rate added to the cart. Annual pay is not available for the dental piece, so they'll still get billed monthly for that. But you'll see here that the dental plan went from $46 down to $42 because you bundled it with the Medicare Supplement. So therefore, your client's package premium is $135 per month. Perhaps that all those discounts allowed you to cross-sell that dental plan, and now your client has a great package to not only take care of their Medicare Supplement, but also their dental needs as they progress through their senior years. You can also quote our senior indemnity with here as well. You'll see some pricing when it comes to our max plans and our base plans. So our level 3 senior indemnity product brochures are available in all of these as well. And then we also have a MyLife senior discount product program that has some consumer discounts as well as some health related discounts as well for very affordable costs here for your clients. So that's the how-to. Again, we can spend hours on this, but for sake of your time, want to be sure we are making the most of it here today. So from that standpoint, what's the next step or what are some resources? We do have a YouTube channel that has all of the product training and system demos as well. And then natgenhealth.com will allow you to download brochures, paper apps for Medsup if that's your flavor. We encourage you to use the e-application because 80% of our apps are instant decision, and especially on the underwritten side, you very, very fast turnaround times and be able to upload documents, make it a simple endeavor for your clients. And also at our senior enrollment platform, we do have signature options that include passphrase, which might be your mother's maiden name or what city were you born. Therefore, doesn't require your client to do an e-signature or a voice signature. Very, very convenient for your Medsup clients. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Sandy. I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope there's some good questions that you might have come up with here.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Andy. It was a very interesting, actually, group of benefits that National General has come up, and that discount, boy, 25% discount, that's unheard of on the industry. So we appreciate that. I'm going to see if there's any questions. And then I encourage everyone to please take a look at the portfolio and see if there's anything that you can do to take advantage of all those benefits that you can provide your clients. We are here to train you or go over those on an individualized basis if you need more help on that. Questions for you is on the subsidies. When you calculate the subsidies on those, is that an automatic subsidy? Can you show how the subsidies on the major medical is applied? I noticed that you show it, but does it automatically apply? So you put the income and then it automatically applies it, or how does that go?
Yep. So if we were to, if everyone can see the screen here, I'm just going to say that the client makes, it's based upon the income put in. So if this client makes, say, 100,000, okay, we're going to update that. See, now the client, oh, can I get back to Health on Exchange here? So now the client does not qualify for subsidy. So that $442, see here in the shopping cart, estimated subsidy is $0. Now, when you go to the marketplace through the enhanced direct enrollment platform, and again, that's going to avoid the double redirect that you hear in the business that can be time consuming. It's a more streamlined process. The subsidies will be within $1 or $2, the actual subsidy. So it's not going to be exact, perhaps it may be exact, but if it's not, it's within $1 or $2 or very, very minimal. So just make sure that your client understands that, you know, this is estimated. But you'll see here that if you go down to say now, well, 442 is our lowest cost bronze plan. Client says, well, I hardly ever go to the doctor. Why do I got to pay that much? Well, if they think a short-term plan might be better for them based upon their suited, they don't go to the doctor much. Maybe they're looking for something that just going to cover anything new that happens. Then they can pivot over to the short-term medical tab and look at that pricing as well. Might find that it's half the cost or maybe even 2/3 the cost less. But if the client is making $20,000, and I could go through an enrollment with you, but I don't have that ability to do it through this environment. I don't have that test environment because it does go externally. But
no worries. No worries. They just wanted to. Mm-hmm.
Now it shows, it calculates what the estimated subsidy is per month, and then also cost share reductions. So if you go into the cost share reductions, that will show you, and those silver plans, those cost share reductions. So now you can see 0% after deductible on those silver plans.
Great. Well, I think that should be all. Someone asked for Chris Nick's phone numbers, but I'm gonna. Could you go back to his number again so they can? There you go. So it's 314-493-8852. I can send you guys that information as well if you guys need it. But I want to thank everyone for participating on this webinar. I'm going to try to see if we can get you a copy of it and send it your way. For those of you who have not done business with National General yet, are hesitant because you have not been able to get into the system, this is a perfect opportunity for you to try and get set up on the system. I can walk you through to get set up in the system. Or if you haven't been contracted, I can get you contracted. Utilize the team as much as you can. They are there to help you, especially Lynn and Chris. They are really wonderful at training. And we also are here to help you to make your business successful. I want to thank Andy with his for this wonderful webinar that he provided to us today. And I thank everyone for joining us and have a pleasant day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sandy.